Alright, what's up YouTube? This is your boy Lord X coming to you with the Pointless Morning Show episode 7. I know it has been forever since I've done this show. Some stuff happened and, of course about my job and, my living situations and a bunch of other stuff played into not being able to make this episode or another episode of this show. But it's really good to be back on this particular episode, and as you can see, this is my room. Alright, well, in this episode, I do believe I touched on one of the previous Final Fantasies. I believe it was Final Fantasy 13? I want to say it was 13. But because I did, what do they call it? Square Enix. They made a remastered version of Final Fantasy X and X-2, which by all means is like the best Final Fantasy game ever. If you haven't played it, check it out. But yes, we're going to talk about Final Fantasy X and X-2. So because this is a X and X-2, it's going to be a two-part, which may run a little long. So please stick around until the end. Like the video, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what you think at the end. Alright, so the Final Fantasy X and X-2. It was created, I want to say it was 2006-ish, I want to say, about 2006, maybe a year after. But basically, at this particular point in time in the Final Fantasy series, its main focus was centered around Yuna, which is summoner of Lord Braska. If you do not want spoilers, do not watch it any further, but if you don't mind, keep on listening. Basically, Lord Braska was like the high summoner, and he was meant to defeat Sin. And because he died fighting Sin, Yuna takes his place, which, if you played the game all throughout 10, she has to go to like Mount Gagazet, Bavel, Besaid, Kilika Island, a bunch of other places, in order to get all the Aeons and stuff like that. And it's a really, I think her journey was truly a really hard one. I'm not gonna lie. If I was in her shoes, I was like, nope, I'm done. Alright. But anyways, let's see. In terms of the remastered, because we are talking about the remastered, let me put that right there. In terms of graphics, I really want to say they bumped up the graphics from the PS2 to the PS Vita and the PlayStation 3, and I want to say it's the 4 as well. I'm not sure, but I would believe so. They stepped up a lot because I was watching previous YouTube videos of Final Fantasy gameplay for the PlayStation 2, and I compared it to the Final Fantasy X remastered for the PS Vita that I have, and the graphics, the eye movement, just everything just screams perfect. In terms of gameplay mechanics, it's flawless. I mean, the step-by-step, the AP system. For every battle, you get a certain amount of AP, and per every battle you win, you get like power spheres, mana spheres, ability spheres, and what gets me the most about the grid thing is, let's say like Yuna is here, and you're working this way. Lulu could be here, and you could work that way. Sorry, it's flipped on my point of view. I mean, you can overlay like this character, like Yuna can learn Curse when only Lulu should know it, but once you get Yuna all the way down to Lulu's area, Lulu and Yuna can learn Curse. So that's what is an amazing fact about the grid thing. In terms of animation effects, it's still at top notch ever since Final Fantasy VII. much of you guys have played, and me personally, I mean, it's grown a lot since 7, but it's still there, and you can't deny it. Let's see. In terms of the bosses, sure, I've probably raged about 4 or 500 times from some of the bosses, especially Seymour. It gets frustrating, but once you do it, it's like a huge like you're like, yes. Do 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 do. But some of them, I want to say Seymour's third version that you have to fight was really over OP, because he casts like after he uses the Lance of Apostrophe, I think you said, the little weird creature uses full life, which is an instant KO because you become a zombie. So
just a tip, you can use your Aeons at full max, you can kill it.
Yeah, if you have all your Aeons to like max out, like all of them, like the lightning, the fire, all of them guys, you can kill them without even having to take any damage. You just gotta get Yuna out with haste, trust me. Alright, now taking 10 over here, and let's grab 10-2. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have not played 10-2 as much as I've played 10, so I don't really know too much about the story. Oh, and 10's story is just phenomenal. If you play it, if you've played it, you'll know, but if you haven't, trust me, it is phenomenal. Alright, now back to 10-2. I haven't personally played 10-2 all that much. I did play it for the PS2 version when I was over at a friend of mine's house, when I was staying over there for about a year. I really didn't get on it that much because I was trying to find a job and stuff like that, but it didn't really work out too well. But from what I have played, the costumes where you can change in mid-battle, like different outfit styles, like this outfit will be more based on magic attacks, and then this one may be for becoming, well, I think it was like it was an overdrive or something like that, which I think there's only one of them. Because like, you have to switch from like here to here. Like the lines have to be lit up when you switch. Yeah, like I mean, I've played it, but I don't know the graphics on it for this version. I've played it for the PS2, so the graphics I haven't got the chance to look at because I want to play 10-2 or 10 first before 10-2. But from the PS2 standpoint, the graphics are okay. They could do better from today's standards. The story, for what I've got out of it, was pretty much Yuna is like Lulu and Walker got together and they're having a kid, so they're no longer guardians. Kimari, I don't think I've got to the part with Kimari. I know Titus apparently disappears in the end of 10, which, I mean, I already knew that because I've seen the end of the gameplay, so I don't, spoiler alert. And, you know, Yuna's, you know, heartbroken because she found the truth out, but Riku stays, and then there's a new girl, I want to say her name was Pain, I think that's what her name was. Yeah, she joins and helps out Yuna kill off the Aeons because apparently in 10, Spira betrays everyone. But other than that, that's all I've gotten in 10-2. So the storyline, I really can't give like an actual a rating on that. The graphics, I can't give a rating on it yet. But I honestly do like 10-2 from what I played. I just gotta play it on the PS Vita version for you guys. Oh, well, let's see. For the rating for graphics for the 10-2 remastered, I really want to say, in my personal opinion, I would give it about a 9.5 out of 10 because there's some spots that they did edit which I personally didn't like. Sheila. Yeah, I'll give it about a 9.5. Let's see. Plot, it's still for me a 10 out of 10 because it's got a really in-depth, like, you think at the beginning or midway of the game, like, the level of depth is here, but once you get a little bit further, you find out it's, like, way down there. So, it makes you wonder what is going to happen next, because you're like, okay, this happened, that happened, what else could go wrong? And then, bam, it hits you in the face, you're like, dang! Yeah, I'll give that 10 out of 10. Game mechanics, 10 out of 10, hands down. Everything about it is just screams perfect for me. Let's see. And also, like, with the characters, other than the, what do you call it? The conversations between them are super weird. Like, Una will tell Titus, let's go here. And it's like, what is that? What is it? What is that? I mean, when you think that someone says, hey, let's go to this place, you're like, alright, sure, let's go. But it's just, and they're kissing. Spoiler alert, I would say, do this. Here's your screen. You're playing the game. You get to that point. Oh, back it up. Just put it right there, face down. That's all you gotta do. And then once that's done, you're like, nope, done? Okay. Let's play again. Yeah, like, it's so awkward. Like, even though it is a game and it's virtual, but just from my standpoint, I literally put my PS Vita face down on my bed and watched something on my Xbox until it got done. Like, it was just awkward. But yeah, the conversations are really just like, Square Enix was just like, let's just throw some stuff together and see what happens. And then when they did that, I was just sitting here like, oh. Well, this is your host, Lord X, from the Pointless Morning Show, episode 7. I hope you've enjoyed this commentary of, or actually more a review, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, like the video, comment what you think below. Yeah, like, comment. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe. Well, this is your host, Lord X, signing out.